It's the day after Halloween. You want to know what I did last night? Your mom. Today we're going to do a tutorial, and this is going to be a mini-series pretty much. I'm going to do a tutorial on different tools and using them in EVA foam. So today we're going to learn about the rotary tool. This guy right here. These are great because they take away a lot of material in a short amount of time. That you can do detail work with them, or edging work, beveling work. If you don't want to spend a lot of money, you can get really, really inexpensive ones at places like Harbor Freight, which are sort of discount or low-end hardware stores, or even online. But when it comes to buying cheap merchandise or cheap tools, you know that you often get what you pay for. But EVA foam is that it's a lot easier to get through with a power tool than, say, if you were working with wood. So you don't need a nearly as nice of a power tool. So with that in mind, you're not spending a lot of money, and you can invest in one and use it in your cosplay. It'll be awesome. And I'm going to show you how to do that today. It's gonna be really great. It's gonna be. I don't have words today for you, but I do have pictures. So if you needed detail work in your piece, but you didn't want to use the traditional razor blade method, which gets you a small line detail work, but you wanted something a little bit thicker, something with a different shape, rotary tools are great. Right? It's magical. They all do different things. They all have different heads. So this is a protective sheath. This bit here moves high speeds. So as you drag it across your foam, you're going to be able to get a line corresponding to the tip. So yeah, if you want detail work, it's just pretty much pick your bit, install, and then you just set this protective sheath to whatever depth you want, and that's correspond to the thickness of the foam that you're using. So in the examples here, you can see that I was doing this alien suit of armor, and I wanted some detail work. So because I can't find my footage, I'm just going to make some new footage for you to demonstrate this process. So I'm just getting a scrap piece of foam. It is about a 1/2 inch. Generally it's a 1/2 inch or less when it comes to these pre-bought sheets of foam. So I'm going to assume this is a 1/2 inch. I have this piece here, and I have it set to an appropriate depth here, adjustable. Alright, so I'm just going to show you a quick example of the type of groove you get with this piece here. Pretty much the main thing you need to know is that this sheath is going to want to stay level and parallel to your foam at all times. That way you get the most even, clean cut. Because it has a rotating bit, there is a tiny bit of kickback in the startup, so keep it firm down in place. This is definitely hard to do when you have a curved piece that you're working on. That's why I always recommend that you pre-plan the detail work ahead of time before you put the pieces together. Here we go. Alrighty. So as you can see, really smooth cut. The only thing that I've noticed is sometimes as your blade gets worn down, it's going to start pulling the foam instead of getting a clean cut. Be mindful of how sharp your blade is. Working with this material, the blades get dull real quick, and the same is true for this rotary tool. The internals have a bit of texture to them. That can be fixed up with a smooth grit Dremel. Alrighty, thanks so much for watching. I hope you found that helpful. Please click the link below if you would like to see the costume that I was pretty much demonstrating this process with. This costume went to a Doritos commercial contest entry for the Super Bowl, and if you like the video, you can vote for it, and we could potentially go to the Super Bowl, which would be freaking amazing, so I'd really appreciate it. And then if you like this video as a tutorial, go ahead and like that too, because it actually helps this video come up in searches so other people can see it, which, you know, is helpful to me and to other people. So I'm gonna go these videos never end well.